Welcome to today's moment, where we take the of manifesting with ease and turn it into an aha so you can put it into action to have the experience. And today I wanted to let you know that this will be the last moment going up on the YouTube channel, because we are shifting into a whole new series. Now, there's over 30 wonderful moments here on the channel and a playlist already designed just for you, because everything we do here is just for you. This video was created just for you. And you have a say in the next series, month-long series, that's going to show up on the channel. So if you go to the community tab and scroll down, you'll be invited to vote on the next series. And the three choices are Manifestation Myths Debunked, Manifestation Technique of the Day, or a daily tip on becoming more present in the now moment. So for 30 days, I will offer all the videos in that one topic that's chosen by the community. So if you haven't voted, go over and vote in the community tab. Now today, for Manifest It, Shift It. And this kind of piggybacks on yesterday's Manifest It in the past, because it's past tense. It's already done. It's already here. And that's a beautiful, powerful way to give yourself relief that it's already done, it's already here. And the analogy that I give for this example is, imagine that you are in high school or college and you've just taken your final exam in your senior year. There's nothing else to do. You've done all the work. It's already done. It's already here that you're going to graduate, except graduation doesn't happen for another week. So you got 7 days between what you've done is completed, there's nothing else to do, and the actual ceremony that lets you know that it truly is in the 3D world complete, but it's already complete within you. And this is a really powerful analogy. You've taken all the tests, you've handed in all the papers, you showed up to all the classes, there's nothing else for you to do. Depending on the school, they may still make you go to school or not, but you have this week, this beautiful week of nothing's required of you. And of course, the subconscious mind speaks in repetition, sensations in the body, which we call feels, and ceremony. So the repetition part is done. There's no more classes to go to. There's no more papers to write. There's no more tests to take. You satisfied all the requirements. And the ceremony, the actual graduation ceremony, which symbolizes in the 3D world that it's complete, that everybody else now can celebrate you as a high school or a college graduate. But this is the sweet spot that we forget to enjoy. Because if there was something else to do, you would be doing it. And I know in this example, it's very tactical and tangible. Because when we're manifesting this new created reality, a lot of it happens in the active invisible. Remember, in the Invincible CEO, and it's the foundation of my Energetic Mindset Solution course, which is a digital course that you could purchase if you really want to go deeper into this. It's in the invincibleceo.com at the store. We split it up. There's 3 levels or 3 planes of existence, and this is from the Kabbalion, written by Hermes Trismegistus. There is the physical level, the mental level, and the energetic level. In the Invincible CEO, the energetic level is the inactive invisible. It's your big warehouse of all infinite possibilities. And it's stored just for you. You're in your little energetic bubble, and it's in your warehouse. Nobody else can touch your warehouse. It's all there. But right now, you haven't activated. You haven't given it any conscious attention or entertained any thoughts that match it. Because once a thought comes in and you identify with it and you start playing with it in your consciousness, it now becomes the active invisible, which is the mental plane. And then So 80% is inactive invisible, 15% is active invisible, because that's plenty to play around with in your consciousness in conceptual form, and 5% becomes physically manifested. And by the time it's physically manifested, it's not only already done, it was already done back when it was an energetic, but you're getting to play with it. So it's either sitting on the bench, sitting in the warehouse, you're starting to play with it in your mind, and then it becomes physically manifested. And what we're talking about here, manifested, shifted, we're in that 15% mental. But the very fact that you're playing with it, whether you believe it or not, whether it is or it isn't, whether you have it or you don't, you're still playing with it mentally. And I did a beautiful video the other day about, are you running out of time, or do you have all the time in the world? Let Schrodinger's cat decide. I walk you through the steps there between understanding time and what version of the character that you're in. Are you the hybrid, the creator, or the character? Are you in clock and calendar time, psychological time, or simultaneous time, and how the three trinities, or the two trinities, match up with each other, to let you know where you're at and what to do if what you're asking for hasn't physically manifested yet, but you've asked for it, so it's mentally activated. So when you manifest it, shift it, there's nothing else for you to do. You've handed in all the tests. You've taken, you've written all the papers. You went to all the classes. It's done. And allow this, week between that happening and graduation, enjoy what you've done. There's nothing else to do. Because if there is, your mind will bring you to it. Trust that it will bring you to it. Just like if you have a puppy dog and certain times you just let them out because you happen to be by the door to let them out to go to the bathroom. And other times when they really have to go, they will come and they will find you. You got to trust that your mind is like that puppy dog. That if there is more that's needed from you, it will bring it to you and you will know it in that moment. But when you start to allow yourself to manifest it, shift it, you sit in the completeness of it. That there's nothing else for you to do. So you can now take your attention and activate something else and play with something else, because your invisible team is now bringing you what you've asked for. And there's no wobble, there's no contradiction in it. When you're about to graduate, when you're a senior and you've done everything and you know there's no more tests to take and classes to go to and papers to write, you feel that sense of relief even before you have that diploma in your hand. It's just a stinking piece of paper. So everything, when you start to look at real life scenarios that you've lived through or you've seen other people live through, it shows you the process. And in this space and time, in that week, the ceremony will be held, your name will be called, you will be handed a diploma. So today, just for today, sit in the knowing that everything is done. Everything you asked for, and you're in that sweet spot of it's all done and it's about a week before it shows up, right? We even say 3 days, but give it some time. And the whole time that you've done all your tests and your papers and so forth, and you're looking forward to graduation, there's still some things that keep you focused on it. You got to get your cap and gown. Maybe you're planning a graduation party. You're saying goodbye to your friends and you're going out for dinners and socializing, right? There's a lot during that week that still keeps you, it's not totally forgotten about. You're still riding the wave of it being complete. And it actually may even go on beyond the graduation, because the party and the celebration is going to come after the actual ceremony. That's the fun part about all of this. So just acknowledge now that whatever your manifestation you've been asking for, even if it doesn't feel like that you've done everything that you could. Because remember, if you forgot to do a paper or you forgot to take a test and you think you're about to graduate, I promise you that school will come to you and say, you forgot this one thing, this last requirement. Please do this real quick. They will come to you, and they're not going to come to you after the fact. And you'll have that opportunity to do that. So if you trust right here, right now, that it has shifted and you've done everything that you could possibly do, and that you trust that if there is something else between now and a week from now, that it will show up and say to you, here's this other thing. And it's usually, if it is anything, it's just one little thing. It's not a big deal. And you sit in that relief of, because you're going to feel it immediately. After that last class, you are going to feel it immediately that there's nothing else left to do. And when you start to feel that right now, invoke that sensation, that relief that brings, whatever the topic is, your mind knows it because you've been in those situations before, whether it was a graduation or giving 2-week notice at a job or packing up your house and moving. You know what it feels like. So allow yourself to feel it now, and your mind will bring you what it is that you've created. That's all it's doing in every second of every moment of every day in the now. So I want to make this clear that this is our last moment. And also another reminder that if you haven't signed up yet for our new Manifestation Challenge, our April 15th, 16th, and 17th Manifestation Challenge, that it will be held in our private manifesting community. It's an amazing community. And here's the best part. Even though the moments are not continuing on the YouTube channel, the moments are continuing in the community, because even though the moments have only been on the channel for a month, May 1st will be 1 year of moments since I've been doing them. So it's very powerful, friends, that how something that you start with an idea grows and grows and grows, and you try it in different ways of doing it because it's already shifted. And tomorrow, based on what the community has voted on, the new series will start. It will debut right now at noon like we're doing here. So thank you so much for loving these moments, helping us pick the next focus for the next month of videos. And once again, if you really want to see and listen to all the other moments, they're already made in a playlist just for you, showing on your screen right here, right now. I appreciate you deeply. Please like, subscribe, and share the videos. And I always look forward to your feedback. So anytime you comment anywhere on the channel, my eyes are seeing it. And if it's a suggestion, I take it to heart. Enjoy.